routine. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're going to be doing now. This is mentally what you're going to do. And by the way, you can see that I've got percentage marks next to everything. So what we're looking at is not just the actual time, because I never base this off time. If you've got half an hour, or if you've got 2 hours to play, or if you've got 10 minutes, it's better to do it off percentage and then have a lovely mixture of things that you can imply in your practice. So number one, we're going to start off with warm-ups. This is going to be strengthening your hands up. This is going to be getting yourself warm. This could be noodling, jamming. This could also be using some of Steve Vai's designated warm-ups or some warm-ups that your tutor has given you. And what I say is for your first warm-up, we're going to give it a 10%. So 10% of your practice, you're going to just designate that to your practice. So warm up for 10%. Now, next of all, scales, theory. So I call this theory. Basically, it's all the stuff that you feel like your knowledge you need to learn. So this is scales, this could be how to improvise better. And every time that we do anything scale-wise or a new chord, learning a new chord, this fits in that category. But again, we always imply jamming to it. So we don't just run a scale. Once you've learned the scale, see if you can imply it into some backing tracks. Make it fun, make it enjoyable. So this one I give either 10 or 20%. For now, I'm going to give it a 15%. So I'm going to give it 15%. There we go. So we've got 10% on that. So 25% of our practice, what we're going to do to get ourselves better is warm up 10%, theory is 15%. Again, like I say, it's not time relative, it's all relative to how much percentage that you've got, depending on how much time you actually have. So the next thing that we're going to be looking at is our main song. So this is the thing that either your teacher has set you, this is the thing that you have to work towards, whether it's your grade songs, this is the thing that you have to learn whether you're in a band, these are your band songs that you're going to have to learn. So your main feature with your main song, you're going to then spend 40% of your time on that. You can up that to 50. Again, this is up to you how you feel like I normally up this main song to 50% if I know I've got an exam coming up or if I know that I've got a gig coming up. So that's my next step. My main song is going to be 40%. And then my remainder, because we've got 10% on warm-up, we've got 15% on our theory, so that's 25, and then we've got 65% on there. So the last 35% is a really important one. So we finish off on this. And this is our fun song. So this is the song that you go, oh, I love that song. I've always wanted to learn that song. Whether it's Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, whether it's Slayer's Raining Blood. It's a fun song that you know you're going to get a lot of joy out of depending on what style of music you love. The other thing is then a favourite song. The other thing that I like to put is your dream song. So it's your favourite song or it's the dream song that's going to get you to your goal. And I think that's super important because then again, whatever your main goal is, this is going to contribute to it. All of these things are going to contribute to it in some way, shape or form. And this is my ultimate practice routine. What I'm going to do in my next video is I'm going to share with you and go through a practice routine and use this and imply it. This routine I got from Steve Vai from the 10-hour workout, and this is condensed really to how Steve Vai practices, but he'll do this over 10 hours. So if you think about the percent, warm up 10%, that's the first hour is based on warm-ups. The next hour and a half to 2 hours is based on theory. Then the next 4 hours will be based on the main song that you want to learn, whether it's a technique within the song that you if you want to learn shredding, how to do bends, if you wanted to do octaves, those kind of things, if they're within your main songs. And most of the time in the main songs, that would be your grade song. And then your fun and favourite song is just pick a band, pick a group, pick an artist, or pick a song that you know from your list of songs that you go, I always wanted to learn that song, bang, that's your final one. So the routine, so important, and you make a mental picture of it. So happy jamming.